Hi everyone, welcome back to Ronin's Den. We are doing our class breakdowns, and today we are covering the Wayfarer. Uh, Honestly, Eric, say what you said before we started about this class.
This is the class that at first look it might seem useless and you're not going to want to take it. But once you use this class once, you will wonder why you never started with it in the first place. Like everything,
Uh,
everything about this class is useful.
100%. This is kind of a unique class. It doesn't really fit a combat. It's not a it's not a combat class. It's not a magic class. Well, kind of combat, but we'll get into that. It's the adventurer, the explorer, the treasure hunter. I think of it as like that rich guy that's just like going out in the world for the first time with nothing but a happy face and some maps. But as always, when you start in a class in Fabula Ultima, you get benefits. I think this is only one of two or three classes that gets this free benefit. Permanently increase your maximum inventory points by 2. That's a really good benefit. The Wayfarer's first skill, which can be kind of daunting to read, is Faithful Companion, and you can put up to 5 skill levels in it. Together with the rest of the group, design a level 5 beast, construct, elemental, or plant creature. Those rules are found on page 302. That becomes your companion. This creature has no initiative score and does not level up. Can have up to 2 basic attacks, gains a bonus equal to your skill level to the accuracy checks and magic checks, and their maximum hit points are equal to your skill level multiplied by the companion's base might die size plus half your level. Your companion does not get a turn during conflicts, but on your turn, you can use an action to have the companion perform any attack only once per turn. If you leave a scene, your companion leaves with you. If your companion falls to 0 hit points, they flee and rejoin you at the start of the next scene in which you are present, with HP equal to their crisis score. When you rest, your companion also gains the full benefits of resting. That was a lot of words. Essentially, you followed the creation of NPC rules found on page 302, and you literally create your companion. The reason this is slept on is because at first glance, it's daunting and it's a lot of work, but you can make some stupidly broken companions. Like really powerful companions that are probably stronger than the party if you know what you're doing. And there's a lot of guides out there online already of how to do this. Basically, you're just a rich guy with a really powerful pet. When we did our Pokemon or like our Pokemon trainer or whatever video where we were doing like a build, I used this because it is so strong. Your thoughts?
Yeah, everything you said. I'm not going to get into how to build a companion. Like you said, there's tons of guides out there on the internet, and honestly, they'll do a better job of saying it than I will. It is a slept-on skill, I think, because of how many words are in the description and the fact that it says level 5. People just see level 5 and they go, oh, it's only going to be useful at character creation. But no, this is a skill that does grow with you, and I encourage you, pop online, go on the Reddits, go into the Fabula Ultima Discords, and look at the Faithful Companion builds other people have made.
Yeah.
The next skill, Resourceful. This has 4 points you can put into it. And this is every time you do a travel roll, you recover your skill level in inventory points, which is awesome. This is one of the very few ways you have to recover inventory points without spending money on it. Typically, the only way you can do it is if you're in town and you drop 10 gold or zenith, as they call it in this game, per inventory point spent. This one, you could be out in the field, and every day you do a travel roll, you get between 1 and 4 inventory points back. A magic tent to recover all of your health is 4 points. The potions for health and mana, those are 3 points each. So, yeah, super useful skill.
Yeah, it is very slept on, like you said. With the amount of times you as Killian have been out of inventory points in the middle of nowhere with no ability to get them back, being able to do this every travel roll, maybe you go 4 or 5 days without running into an encounter. You're full on inventory points, ready to go again. There's no negative here. It is purely a good skill. The next one is Tavern Talk. Tavern Talk, you can put up to 3 skill levels in it. When you rest inside an inn or tavern, you may ask the game master up to your skill level in questions about your surroundings and the people who live there. The game master will answer truthfully, and you will describe how you gathered the information. Basically, you get information that you might not have readily available to you just for taking a rest in an inn. This is a really good skill. Once again, just a good skill.
Yeah. I can see you character using it to get secret information about a town that normally, like you said, they wouldn't be able to get. They're just hanging out in the bar and they overhear people talking about the thieves guild that's stealing something and moving it through the docks and to onto a boat. Normally, you wouldn't have access to that information. Now you do. And the fact that the GM has to answer truthfully, that's the nice part. You're not going to get false information.
Correct.
Treasure Hunter. I think you and me both rank this in our top 2 favorite Wayfarer skills. This is when your group journeys on the world map, you make a discovery on a roll of your skill level +1 or lower on the travel roll instead of only a 1. And with 2 skill points you could put into that, that's a 3 and less. So anything from 1 to 3, you're getting a discovery. Discoveries can be anything from treasure, hidden dungeons, a traveling merchant, a fun little town full of not Smurfs that are yellow. It could be anything, but it's not a combat and it's not nothing.
It can lead to a combat, but it's not initially a combat. Like you found a little village that had a little story there that that you guys turned into a combat. But I digress. This just means you're going to discover more cool things more often. That's the whole point of it. I believe the first travel roll we ever did in the Rotted Piece, I had a skill in this. I rolled a 2 for that travel roll, and I'm like, yeah, we get a discovery. And we found this awesome little cave that had a magic item in it. Like, it's a way to fill the world with more uniqueness, to put more interesting locations on your map. Discovery rolls are just so much fun, and if you as a game master prepare enough of them and the players find them, it's just little nuggets of fun out there that can kind of detract from the bigger story. Just a little one-off thing. I personally love Treasure Hunter. As Eric said, I think it's my favorite on this list because I had it with my character Lancius, and it's just fun. I have no notes, no negatives. And the final one, which kind of goes hand in hand with Treasure Hunter, is Well Traveled. You reduce the die rolled on your travel rolls by 1 size to a minimum of a d6. If multiple characters have the skill, the effects are not cumulative. So, essentially, if you would normally roll that d8, you're going to roll a d6. And your likelihood to get that 1, 2, or 3 is higher than if you had the d8. Those 2 abilities synergize excellently. They're married together. Having both of them and having Treasure Hunter maxed out, it's just fun. It's a good ability.
Yeah, no notes on that. If you're going to take Treasure Hunter, you should definitely take Well Traveled. Half the time on those D6 low danger areas, you're making a discovery. Half the time.
Yeah.
I
And also, if you roll, I believe it's a 6 or higher, you get a combat. So if you can lower the dice to a lower size die, you're going to get less combats, more discoveries, which is more fun.
absolutely. Um, that's that's our breakdown for the Wayfarer. Any final notes?
Honestly, like you said, it's going to get slept on, but people really should take a look at this. It is a fun way to round out a build. It's a fun way to round out your class. If you have Spiritist and something else and you want to find that third class, Wayfarer is an excellent choice. Having that companion to back up when you run out of mind points is going to be so helpful. Being able to find more discoveries and being able to find lower that threat when you're traveling. There's no negative here. It is that ultimate round out class.
Yeah.
It's a good class.
Absolutely. No notes here. As always, this has been Ronan's Den. I'm here with Steve, my co host. We're going to be continuing our walkthroughs for the different classes with Fabula Ultima. We are nearing the end of our core rulebook classes. We just have 2 left, the Tinker and the Weapon Master. And we'll be moving over to one of the Atlases after that. If you could give us a like, a subscribe, all that neat fun stuff down there at the bottom of the screen, it absolutely helps us get out our videos to other people who are looking for Fabula Ultima content. And if there is something you'd like to see us do in the way of a video, pop it in the comments. We read those comments every day. We are in the process of making videos based on suggestions that people are looking to see. I know one of the common ones has been synergy videos, which classes we feel mix the best with each other. And we're going to start putting those out along with some character builds as well. So, as always, I'm Eric, that's Steve, and we will catch you next week.